Mariota for his progressions, end zone, touchdown! Welcome back, Kyle Pitts.
Welcome back to the Football Card Quest. My name is Andy. In this video, I want to share with you 5 must-buy targets for Week 7 plus 1 sell high right now on the hype. So let's dig in. Number 1, buy Kyler Murray and or Daniel Jones. The Cardinals offense is struggling in 2022 and Kyler Murray is the QB number 7 on a fantasy points per game basis. His advanced underlying data paints a picture of optimism though, including the upcoming schedule. The former number 1 overall draft pick from 2019 is currently playing at the fastest pace in the NFL, throwing the ball at the 3rd highest rate, has the 3rd most money throws, currently ranks number 2 amongst quarterback in accuracy rating, grading the throws, ranks number 4 amongst quarterbacks with a 74% true completion percentage, factoring out unpressured throwaways and drop passes. He's also starting to run the ball more and more, currently ranks 7th in carries and number 3 in rushing touchdowns among QBs with 2, already having racked up 233 rushing yards. They get a home game this week against the New Orleans Saints. The Cardinals lost Marquise Brown indefinitely to a foot injury, but picked up Robbie Anderson, deep threat from Carolina, in a trade, and also get DeAndre Hopkins back, their superstar possession style receiver. So, the New Orleans Saints currently rank 21st in the NFL against the pass and 14th against the rush. So this is setting up for a really nice home bounce back spot from the Arizona Cardinals. The current stock of Kyler Murray for his Prism PSA 10 down almost 22%. And in fact, his stock is down across the board for virtually all his cards. If we were to look at his Optic, for example, which has a pop of only 296, and look at the 1-year trend on this card. A year ago, the 52-week high on this card, $400, when Kyler Murray was touted as an MVP candidate through the first 3 weeks of 2021 season. You could see that card was around $400 to $300 consistently. Now that card can be had for just a fraction between $70 and $100. So if we were to do a compare chart here between Kyler Murray's Prism PSA 10 at a pop of $2,700, Daniel Jones PSA 10 at a pop of $2,600, DK Metcalf pop of $1,400, and AJ Brown with a pop of $933, you can see here Kyler Murray is leading that pack by not by much over DK Metcalf, not by much, only about $12 to $15 more. Daniel Jones there at $31, which is why I say Daniel Jones is a nice arbitrage play, because Cliff Kingsbury is on the verge of being fired. His play calling lacks creativity. It lacks the goodness that one Brian Daboll possesses and has been able to infuse into this Giants team, who are now 5-1. Winning games is a big deal here. So you can see this having a big effect. I love the athleticism, the dynamicism of Kyler Murray more than Daniel Jones, but I love the team trajectory right now that the Giants have going for them, and being able to get a Daniel Jones Prism PSA 10 for half of a Kyler Murray presents some nice upside. So your arbitrage play here off Kyler Murray is Daniel Jones based on those factors. Now, real quick before we get into the next buy, if you want to unlock the full football card experience, including access to the web app you just saw me use to evaluate Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones rookie cards, all graded football cards and all that goodness packed in there, plus extra content on a weekly basis in a written format, video format, the Discord server, monthly giveaways. Check it out in the description below and check out everything we have to offer. Now back to the action. One quick pro tip when looking at which sets are most popular right now, look at which sets are selling the most on blowoutcards.com. Go to their best sellers section, sort by football, and you can see the 2022 score football hobby box at $150 or the 2022 legacy hobby box at $160. And sometimes they have some interesting sales on here right now. There is an opportunity to potentially get some seal wax on here at some pretty decent prices. Number 2, by Drake London. Drake London is the clear-cut alpha with a 32% target share for the Falcons. London has big days ahead when the team is forced to throw the ball more. No team in the NFL runs more than the Falcons right now at a 52% run rate. But rookie wide receivers demanding a 30% plus target share, supporting a 2.23 yards per route run do not grow on trees. This is a very elite statistic. So you can feel comfort in buying a top-notch early first-round draft talent, knowing that game scripts could easily flip. You can look at the Colts and Michael Pittman Jr.'s game scripts earlier this season. The Falcons are playing in Cincinnati against the Bengals this weekend, who just came off a game where the Bengals scorched the New Orleans Saints. Cincinnati's defense is playing pretty good, but when you have two good offenses going against each other, even their number 8th ranked passing defense DVOA and 16th against the rush, this is where you can see the Falcons forced into a situation to have to throw more. And this is the dead giveaway how you know Drake London is a smash buy right now. You compare the values of a premium super liquid card like the 2022 XRC that comes out of 2021 select hobby boxes. Chris Olave, $77.50. Garrett Wilson, $90. Treylon Burks, injured, has missed the past couple weeks on the Tennessee Titans for $40. $51 for the Jahan Dotson, and none of these guys have the role that Drake London has in terms of target share and yards per route run, except for maybe Chris Olave, and it's a lot to do with the fact that Jarvis Landry and Michael Thomas are both injured right now for the Saints and will miss this Thursday night game. Drake London, smash buy right now. XRC's at $61. The scores, the legacies, the pen pal autograph cards, the Luminance year 1 in a red auto for $40. Still a buy for me to turn around and sell those in a buy it now format for closer to $100 after one of these eruption games coming for Drake London. Number 3, buy Taekwon Thornton. 22-year-old second-round draft pick Taekwon Thornton has made the most out of his opportunity this past week with the New England Patriots. Important to remind you guys that New England Patriots have one of the largest fan bases in the entire country, behind one of the best coaching staffs in the league, with very good game-managing quarterbacks, good offensive line, great defense, great run game. Nelson Aguilar, old and struggling with injuries. Kendrick Bourne also knocked out of this past game. This guy is a rookie who registered a season-high 73% route participation, has a 20% targets per route run in 2 games. And because Bourne and Aguilar are journeymen and Devontae Parker is lazy and doesn't do much ever, he only has a 13% target share this season, we could see Taekwon Thornton climb the depth chart and make some noise as the season progresses. You want to get out in front of this upcoming eruption game from Taekwon Thornton. This guy is incredibly fast, ran a 4.28 at the NFL Combine, giving him a 100th percentile height-adjusted speed score at 6'2", 183. Insanely fast, insanely young, plays for the largest market with a wide receiver room that is devoid of serious speed and burst talent like Taekwon Thornton. His premium targets are going to be the gold standard, the turn of the century, the NFL passports, the prestige autograph cards. A lot of what I'm targeting right now, because his prices still are very low, are autograph cards, pen pal, elements. These turn of the centuries are very popular, very liquid. I like this one right here, $69.99 or best offer. It's a card I do feel confident being able to flip for closer to 100 as the season progresses. Even these legacy silvers that are autographed, people really like them because they have that RC shield, they have that pro team logo on the bottom right, you've got an autograph, you've got this massive rookie text across the middle. If you can get that for closer to 25, I'd love it. So potentially look at these cards in auction. Number 4, stack Wandel Robinson rookie cards with Daniel Jones. Another massive market team winning games devoid of pass catching talent. Wandel Robinson's role is growing within the New York Giants offense. He's another second round draft pick from this year. So you want to once again target those elements, those legacy autograph cards, the prestige, the passports, all of those cards we just mentioned for Taekwon Thornton. You want to look at for Wandel Robinson at or below the same price point. Wandel very fast, not quite as fast as Taekwon at 4.4, but the guy was incredibly dominant at Kentucky, very young as well, not even 22 years old, massive target share at Kentucky. The Giants are going to be put into situations where they're going to have to throw the ball more. Brian Daboll's going to have to open it up, get a little bit more aggressive. He's going to do what it takes to win games. And this past week, Wandel Robinson posted a juicy 36% targets per route run. His role should continue to expand over the coming. No one from the Giants receiving corps is demanding targets, so it's wide open for Wandel to take over. It's another upcoming eruption game you want to get out in front of and buy these cards for very cheap while you can. Gold standards. Score Gold Zone autograph card currently in auction ending Friday afternoon. Wonderful target right here. Number 5, by Tony Pollard. The Dallas Cowboys at 4-2, second place in the NFC East, get to host the Detroit Lions at home this week. Coming off their bye week, they do get Amon-Ra St. Brown back, but the Detroit Lions have the dead last ranked rushing defense in the league, and you potentially have Dak Prescott making his comeback in this game. So the run game for the Cowboys should control the pace and flow of this game, with the elite defensive front of the Dallas Cowboys putting some serious pressure on Jared Goff. The Cowboys should control the pace and flow of this game early. Tony Pollard is still getting a 40% snap share. He's still getting 41% of the opportunities, and he's generated 5.8 yards per touch. That's the 10th best rate amongst running backs. He's already had 4 breakaway runs of over 15 yards, and I expect he could potentially erupt in this game at home against Detroit for some monster runs, and he's a guy that I profited on before. He's also in a contract year. The Dallas Cowboys, another massive market size team in the NFL, playing at an above average rate, and so this is an exciting matchup for them at home. Tony Pollard breaks off some big runs. You turn around, you're able to flip these optic hollows from $5 to $20. The prisms can get up to $10, or you can look at more rare stuff, which is what I like to do in terms of being able to get a rookie ticket auto for Tony Pollard, like around $20, or a Prism Silver autograph card for $30. Definitely want to try and get these in auction, but being able to get a immaculate on-card auto out of 99 for around $50, not bad at all. Tony Pollard still only 25 years old, still has a few good years before he reaches that age apex for running backs. This Prism Silver autograph card that ended in auction for $38.50 just 2 nights ago is a perfect example of why Tony Pollard is undervalued right now, and you should be buying some of them and putting them in your collection. Got a bonus one for you. Number 6, by unparalleled Robert Tonyan. Robert Tonyan, undrafted out of 2017, is a good athlete, best comparable by player profiler to Gerald Everett on the Los Angeles Chargers. So a good tight end arbitrage play to make off of Robert Tonyan. If you're not a Packers fan, if you despise them, if you think that this is not a great bounce back spot for them against the Washington Commanders in Washington, who have a below average passing defense, and the Packers being devoid of good receiving talent. They just lost Randall Cobb for potentially the rest of the season. So it's Al Lazard, it's Romeo Doubs, and Robert Tonyan saw season high targets last week. And the thing you like about Robert Tonyan is his ability to squeeze the football and hold on to it. One thing that Rodgers is very serious about. And because Robert Tonyan is undrafted, he's only got 14 rookie cards. So guess what? That's just one set. All he's got is unparalleled. Most of them are serial numbered, but there's a few like the Sunburst, the Groove, the Galactic, the Flight, the Cosmos, and the regular unparalleled here. that you can find from Robert Tonyan's 2019, so he's still pretty young for a tight end, 28 years old. Means he's still got a good 4 or 5 years in the NFL left in him. Be playing next few years with Rodgers, and I expect him, he could have a big game this weekend, and with him only having the 14 different rookie cards, these cards could, climb quite a bit if he puts up a 100 receiving yard, 2 touchdown type of game with Rodgers. And that's kind of what we're looking for here, making it easy. Sell on the most recent box score, Josh Palmer. Palmer finally pulled in a good box score here with 9 receptions on 12 targets and a pass-heavy effort from the Chargers offense. However, his underlying data with Keenan Allen out these past 4 or 5 weeks remains very subpar, and he does not pass the film study eye test. He has a paltry 1.06 yards per route run. That's 0.8 less than historical wide receiver 3s, 16% targets per route run, and a PFF receiving grade of only 58.4, ranks 41st out of 45 receivers with at least 200 routes in 22. Not good, right? I mean, he's still a good handcuff to Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, thanks to the high volume passing attack. You look at guys' arbitrage plays or upside plays like off of Josh Palmer, like Juju Smith-Schuster or Gabe Davis, but at this point, Palmer is a low-end wide receiver 3 when they are still down a pass catcher. So Palmer's a sell right now, especially in dynasty formats and football cards. I mean, if people out there, you can see the sold transactions, select rookie auto out of 75 for 35. Some of the prices that you can see people paying for Josh Palmer cards are pretty decent. Signature series encased for 40. They're still moving quite a bit, still seeing quite a bit of sold data like XR out of 25, triple patch for $40. Still quite a bit of sold data, so go ahead, break even, move your Josh Palmer cards. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me hear from you guys. What matchup are you most excited to watch this upcoming week, week 7? Let us know. I'll see you in that next video. Peace.